Hello everyone, Rescue Toaster here, and this is the first video of a 4-part series of a brutal 32 heat railgun victory. Let's get started with the setup. I chose the aspect of Eris for our railgun. That gives us the 60% damage bonus for 8 seconds after we stand our specialist blast. Admittedly, I probably didn't make much use of this after Asphodel because I was probably running for my life most of the time, but it's what we roll with. Next up, we took the Artemis keepsake so that we could try to get that sweet deadly flourish, and then we chose the companion rib here in order to distract people during those really tough boss encounters. Now let's take a look at the mirror. We had to fiddle with this quite a bit because we put 2 points into budget cuts in the Pact of Punishment. So what we ended up with here is 1 point into Shadow Presence to give us that 10% for backstab bonus, 1 point into Chthonic Vitality, which basically was left over, so we just threw it in there. We maxed out our Death Defiances for max lives. We get that extra dodge with greater reflex. We maxed out Boiling Blood, which is that 50% damage bonus when you have targets with the Infernal Soul stuck with them. We also maxed out our Infernal Souls to have 3. And then we put 1 point into Privilege Status, which gives us that 25% damage bonus when a target has 2 or more curses on them. And now onto the Pact of Punishment. I'll try to run through this as quickly as possible. All enemy units will deal an additional 80% damage per rank up from Hard Labor. All healing has been reduced by 50% due to lasting consequences. All items cost an additional 80% from Convenience Fee. There are an additional 60% units per rank up from Jury Summons. Each of the first 3 bosses, that's the Fury Sisters, the Hydra, and Theseus, have an additional feature to them that makes them more challenging. That's due to extreme measures. All enemies have an additional 30% HP per rank up from Calisthenics program. Each mini boss encounter has an additional elite that you have to deal with from Metal Management. At the end of every stage, that's Tartarus, Asphodel, and Elysium, I will be forced to remove one of my boons due to Underworld Customs. All enemy units will move and attack 20% faster per rank up from Forced Overtime. All traps will deal an additional 400% damage from Heightened Security. As mentioned before, we put 2 points into budget cuts, meaning that I can only use 2,000 Dark Crystal, and we've already seen what that ended up doing for us. Each enemy will have 2 shields that you have to deal with and remove before they actually get damage taken to them due to damage control. And every time I have a choice to select boons, instead of having 3, I will have that reduced by 1 because of no choice. This Pact of Punishment is designed to make the enemy significantly scarier. Not only do they hit harder, move faster, and attack faster, but there's more of them, and they have a gigantic HP pool plus 2 shields to have to chew through before you can even get to that HP pool. In addition, with budget cuts, Underworld Customs, and no choice, my character is significantly weaker than they would be without that kind of stuff. So it just overall made it incredibly tough to chew through all of these enemies. So, without further ado, let's see how I did.
Someplace else. Witches. Farewell. Rearming.
Sleeping little prick. Deadly Flourish. Ugh.
Artemis guide my hand. Die. bitches. Easy.
To get rid of my lightning dash, it looks like.
Easy.
I can get diamond moment. Nice.
Don't come back. Love and loss.
Oh, okay.
Fishing point there. Come on, you knuckleheads. Mine. I got a skill scion.
You know, I really don't know anything about fishing.
If you so much as think. I'm close to the sirens.
I do mind. I mind terribly.
Skelly.
I'm just gonna
This thing.
interesting. Man, for some reason that was just incredibly difficult. Like just, I know why. So I have no freaking damage yet. Thanks for watching part 1 of this 32 heat railgun victory. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in Hades.